we have got some breaking news coming in, and it's very good news for Arsenal fans because David Ornstein from The Athletic tonight is reporting that Arsenal have submitted a massive offer for Declan Rice. 100 million plus 5 million in add-ons. It's a huge, huge deal. So maybe Enioluco was right.
Maybe she was right. Maybe she will. We'll find out, won't we?
And we're going to find out more on that. And this is a story that is happening pretty quickly and pretty fast. Simon Johnson messaged Jason Cundy about it. We'll probably speak to Simon a little bit later on. It's going to be all over the back pages. So if you are an Arsenal fan, you can come on and maybe rejoice, because we'll have to see now if Manchester City can match that, and will match that, and then it's going to be a shootout between who he goes to. But big news for Arsenal right now, because they are in for Declan Rice, and it is a huge offer.
That was tweeted 6 minutes ago. Bang on 11 o'clock it went out as a tweet. So I don't know if it was embargoed until then.
Yeah.
I find it odd that it went out bang on 11, but exclusive Arsenal have submitted a massive offer of West Ham and England's midfield Declan Rice, 100 million plus 5 million add-ons. Wowzers.
Yeah, it's huge. As well, another developing story, James Maddison is moving closer to a move to Tottenham for £40 million. This is from Fabrizio Romano. Obviously, Alex Crook is going to be our correspondent on that, and he'll be across most of it and let us know. But that is a developing story. James Maddison looks like he's potentially going to Tottenham now. But let's go to Simon, who's an Arsenal fan. All right, Si?
Sorry.
Yeah, good evening. Nice to have you back, Jamie.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Look, big news coming out. It's just been broke that Arsenal submitted a £105 million bid for Declan Rice. Can you get him over the line?
Well, I'm not happy they've made that bid, to be honest.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, not at all. Because it's crazy money, and we're not used to spending that sort of money, and I'm not sure we've got that sort of money, to be honest.
Well, you have, because you've made the bid.
Well, yeah, but they might be having to get money in from elsewhere to make that work, with Party and Xhaka and so on.
Do you think it's too much? Do you think it's too much to you?
Yeah, way too much. The thing is, I thought last night we were in a perfect position, because if City tabled that bid of 90 and neither club bid higher, West Ham have to go to Rice and say, pick your club. And I think he would have picked Arsenal. I think he would have.
What if he didn't?
And now he's had to spend too much money. And no, I'm not happy with it. It's too much.
It's not your money.
No, but I like the way that Arsenal Football Club are run, and I don't want to go down the Man City.
Well, if you had Declan Rice last season, you might have won the title.
No, we wouldn't have won the title with Rice. It was nothing to do with that.
Why not?
It was more psychological weakness and the fact that we lost Saliba and we couldn't fill in at the back with Ben White.
Well, he might play that. He might play that.
Yeah, but here's a question for you, Simon. You're amongst the elite again. You're tabling bids of £105 million. Arsenal are a huge football club.
Yeah.
They've got the money because they put the bid on the table. So surely you're excited because you're competing with the best in the business to get the best players.
I'm excited about that we're improving, and I'm excited about being back in the Champions League. We are the club we are anyway, whether we spend 50 million or 100 million as to Arsenal fans.
But you're not, though, because if you want to beat Man City, you have to sign the best players. And you're outbidding Manchester City to get a top player.
No, I don't believe you have to do that. You have to sign some quality, but I don't want to be a Chelsea or Man City throwing money like that around.
Well, Chelsea win things. Man City win things.
Well, we've won things in the past.
What have you won in the last, since the FA Cups?
Well,
I mean, that's not.
Things,
no, come on. You're James. Jay's absolutely right. You're at the top table, and this mentality you've got, Simon. Come on,
it's small mentality.
It is. Honestly, you've been out the line.
Mentality.
It is. Simon, listen to yourself.
No, it's trying to keep football within a realistic.
What do you mean realistic?
But it ain't in a realistic realm. It's gone out of that. We all know that. If you want to compete with the top teams, you got to pay the money. And Arsenal's stumping up the cash and saying, we want him, we'll pay 100 million.
We nearly competed last season.
But, nearly. But you didn't. You failed. You didn't win anything. You didn't win a trophy.
Jamie, we didn't not win the league because we hadn't spent enough money. We won it because we were.
That is why you didn't win it.
Yes,
it is.
No, that team was good enough to win the league. It was mental weakness where we got.
No. Saliba got injured, and you had Rob Holding playing centre half.
Well, yeah, but he's not. Saliba and Gabriel were solid. It was, for me, I think we could have gone. I'm not sure we could have won it, but I'm saying I think we could have pushed them right to the end if the Tomiyasu injury wasn't there and we pushed them right into the middle. I don't think we would have dropped off. But Saliba was so good all season.
So the reason that you didn't win the league was because you didn't have enough good players in the areas that you needed them when it mattered. So now Arsenal are submitting a huge bid for a top player, and you're not happy about
Simon,
it.
I don't get you. I don't get this. I don't get this conversation.
I'm not saying I don't like Rice. I think he's fantastic.
Right.
And I would be happy to see him in an Arsenal shirt. But to pay this sort of money for Arsenal Football Club, nah, I'm not. Don't need to do it. Don't need to do it.
Don't need to do it. What? It's okay. What do you want to spend? Who do you want then?
One player that I always wanted there that seems to have gone quiet was Yuri Tielemans, and I'm not sure.
He's got a Villa. He's not the answer.
Who?
Yuri Tielemans.
Yeah, from Leicester.
He's got a Villa, hasn't he?
He's gone to Villa.
Well, yeah, but he was a player that I wanted to come.
But that's where Yuri Tielemans is competing at Aston Villa. You are competing with Manchester City.
Simon, do you know what, mate? You've been out the top four too long, mate. You have. This is what's happened to you. You got top fouritis. You have. He's suffering. You got a bad dose of top fouritis.
It's about how unfortunately football now is measured in different ways. It is about winning trophies, of course it is, but fans of clubs care. They do care, irrespective of what you think, Jason, because you support a ridiculous football club who behave in a ridiculous manner.
They win things, ridiculous amount of trophies.
We've won enough to keep me happy, so I'm not worried about that.
You don't sound happy.
Rather do it
Get yourself down the doctors. Tell him you got top fouritis.
Okay, here's a question for you, Simon. Who would you rather be then? That if you're not an Arsenal fan, right? Would you rather be Manchester City or a Liverpool who have done business where they haven't spent money and it's come back to bite them because they haven't been able to compete, but they've got a good business module? Who would you rather be?
Liverpool.
I told you, you've got you've got a severe dose of top fouritis, Si.
It ain't your money.
No, you have, mate.
It ain't your money.
Have you checked your temperature, Si?
We don't. No, I've just got a different opinion to you.
Stick your tongue out and see if you've got a rash on it. That's classic top fouritis.
You can't respect someone's different opinion.
No, just saying. If you look on your tongue, if you've got a mirror near you.
No.
Stick your tongue out and go. If you've got a rash, phone.
No, you're missing what I'm saying. I'm not unhappy. We are going to get Declan Rice if we get him. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, if you go to West Ham have just stuck a figure on him. Is he worth 100 million?
Well, yeah, because you're going to pay it.
Well, that's my point. We shouldn't be. That's my point, Jamie.
But the point is, he is worth that because Arsenal are ready to pay that money. Man City were only offered 90, and they said no. So,
and that's a mistake. We should have walked away. 90 is too much, really.
He's got a bad dose, mate. He's ill.
It's like he's angry that Arsenal are trying to compete with the best.
Mate.
No, Jamie, you missed it. I thought you'd understand. You're missing the point. I'm not angry we're competing. I just think if you just sort of throw your hat in the ring and behave as other clubs do, if you don't believe that is the right way, then that's how I feel as a fan. I don't want Arsenal to be chucking around like money like Chelsea have recently. It's a nonsense. And it's ridiculous. And it's not right.
No, get yourself the doctor, Si.
Appreciate his opinion. I mean, I get his argument. I understand it. But the problem you've got is if you want to compete with Manchester City, if you want to win the Premier League title, you've got to outspend them.
There must be Arsenal fans. I'd say the vast majority of Arsenal fans scream at the radio and scream at Simon.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.